read more because, as I mentioned, that there is a link between uh, reading habit and human development. The nations which established libraries and reading culture in 19th century and early even 18th century, all of those nations are developed nations today. The nations which have maintained reading culture are developed nations. So the nations which failed to give people access to books are developing nations. It's the main difference, which was revealed by World Bank in one of its report in 1998, that the real gap between rich nations and poor nations was the gap of knowledge. So knowledge societies are developed societies, and rest is just debate. I will give you a few examples to understand why Read Pakistan and why campaigns and programs like Read Pakistan are important to raise a nation, to build a nation like Pakistan. Let us take some examples to understand this concept. Iceland
Yes, sure.
is one of the happiest nations and one of the most peaceful nations on earth, with the highest quality of life. Iceland publishes more books per capita and translates more literature than any other nation in the world. Our study reveals that roughly 1 in 10 people will publish a book in their lifetime in Iceland. There is a phrase in Icelandic, it is said at Ganga Med, like in English, it says that everyone gives birth to a book. Everyone. Literally everyone has a book in their stomach. Writing for BBC, Rose Goldsmith wrote that Iceland is experiencing a book boom. This little nation of over 300,000 people, has more writers, more books published, and more books read per head than anywhere else in the world. Icelanders are avid consumers of literature, with the highest number of bookstores per capita in the world. Iceland has the highest per capita publication of books and magazines. So this nation of readers has a beautiful tradition of giving books to each other on Christmas and then
Oh, wow.
spending the night reading. There is a novelist in Iceland, Sigurdsson. He writes that we are a nation of storytellers. After independence from Denmark in 1944, literature helped define our identity. So their individuals have developed and maintained the rest of our books. According to a study conducted by Griffith University in 13, almost 50% of Icelanders read at least 8 books per year, while an impressive 93% of them read at least one book. So you can see the result.
Yes.
It's a welfare country with highest quality of life, and they are in love with books as books get attention there. There are a population of book lovers. So Denmark, on the other hand, which is the oldest kingdom in Europe, I believe, uh, it has a little small nation has 1,500 publishers. Book Boom is the world's largest ebook publisher, and the even with regard to the environment for the book culture in both countries, in Finland and Denmark, it's important to know that both countries are considered model welfare states with regard to the environment for the book culture.
Great,
So,
great.
similarly, Norway, just another example, is considered to be one of the most enviable places in the world to be a writer and a publisher. Norway is also a nation of readers. In Norway
Okay.
alone, according to a recent report that were found, 1 in 4 Norwegians pick up a book on a typical day. However, the book culture in these happiest countries has been part and parcel of these societies for centuries. So they are nations of readers. Finns are avid readers and library users. In 2014, the total annual book lending was almost 91 million items. Trust me, the annual number of library visits were 50 million, and the internet services of libraries were also used. In Finland, there is a public library in every municipality. Czech Republic, another example, has the densest library network in the world. According to a survey by Melinda and Gates Foundation,
Hmm.
there was one library for every 2,000 Czech citizens.
Great, sir.
Similarly, the US has more public libraries today than ever before, although the e-reading in the US has documented and technology has changed everything in Americans' life. But Pew Research says that it is except their love of books.
Hmm.
Love of books of Americans is an exception. Technology
Yes,
did not affect this.
yes, sir.
88% of those who read e-books in the year 2011 also read printed books. In
Hmm.
another survey, Pew Research revealed that some 78% of Americans aged 16 and above read an average 17 books in the year 2011, and those who read e-books and read average of 24 books in last 12 months of that survey.
So exactly,
Canadians,
yes, sir.
last
Yes,
example
sir.
of
Please.
Canada, spent $21 million, $21 billion on cultural goods and services. And that was the greatest spending on tobacco, alcohol, and games, etc.
Yes,
So,
sir.
reading, libraries, and books uh, contribute towards a better society, towards a developed society, because reading increases empathy, it enhances relationships, it reduces stress, deepens our understanding about others, and cultivates civic participation. So this is my point. The amount of knowledge attained through books gives people more insight to achieve their goals by providing deeper understanding of things around them. So this is how books work for societies and nations. So and this is why we are a mission to promote book culture and reading culture in this digital age.
So it's really an amazing, and being a PhD student.